Hey everybody, this is Benny, and today we're playing Vintage Story again. I thought I was not going to play this game, but some of my viewers have changed my mind. Now I did just screw up a recording. I did a bunch of this stuff, and I did a bunch of it last time before I decided I was just finished with the game. Um, but I decided, based on some feedback, that I was going to give this another try. And so for the last, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, I ran around. I collected some berries, so got that. I did pick up a bunch of clay. I've got some red clay surrounding me here. It looks like I can use red clay for what I can use blue clay for, plus additional. Oh, let me eat here. So having a bunch of berries is going to make it much easier. I had a temporal gear that I found, so I've been able to set my spawn point here, which means no more long runs all the way from who knows where. I got a tip on changing my map color to a full color map instead of the vintage color map we got going on there. And I did enter that command. It didn't take yet, so I'm guessing it's a matter of restarting to get that to take effect. But you know what? I found a mini map, and that already helps quite a bit. It's F6 for the mini map. For putting in the command to get your map to be color, I open up so you can hit T to put the chat window up, and then this is the command here. I'll give you a second to look at it, but you can just Google it. Just Google how to do the color accurate world map in Vintage Story, and you can find this command line. Hit T, and then put that in there. Hit Enter, and it'll accept it. It didn't do anything yet, so I'm guessing it's just a matter of having a restart so that it actually takes effect. But the mini map has made a huge difference in me being able to navigate, both because I can tell when I'm what direction I'm facing, and I can see the icons on the map to give me an idea where I'm at. So that's a big help. I can navigate better. I got ready here with a pit that I'm going to use to fire some clay. I'm going to make some clay while I sleep. I found some vegetables to plant. I don't have a way to water them yet, so I think that is going to be something I'm going to need. I'm going to need a clay jug so I can get some water going. So that's one of the things I'm going to work on tonight, clay jug, and a bunch of other things that I can make, and then start firing them in pits here. I'm going to make more pits. I was kind of curious, can I do pits next to each other, or do they have to be separated? I'm not going to experiment this first time around because I really just want to get it done, but if I can make an area where I can fire a bunch of things at once, that would be really cool. If anybody's got suggestions on the best way, let me know. I was trying to see if I could do a canal here, but it didn't work because the water only travels so far. I'm wondering if I can use a bucket or something like that, like you can in Minecraft, to fill these up and get a reservoir next to the crops to help them grow. Let me know if that works. Somebody let me know if that works. I probably won't get that today. Okay, looks like we have evening is coming in here, and I don't want to be out here. Yeah, this is kind of my storage area for some stuff I've come across. I'm going to start marking those things on the map and not picking them up right away until I need them. That was a suggestion I got too. Also, you'll notice here I've got this flax sword thing that I found in a cracked vessel. I've got some coal. I think I can use the coal to fire up this pottery, and it'll go faster. Went by and got some wood. So I'm starting to make some progress here. And so what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, and I also got some firewood stored up here. I'm going to craft some pottery here. And I think I can just put it on the floor, craft it, and then put it in my inventory. And then come morning, I'll be able to go ahead and get that fired up. So yeah, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to I have some roots in here. I'm not going to do roots anymore. After talking to some viewers that chimed in, roots are just, and I completely agree, it's been chasing my tail. I spend all day gathering roots and then gathering wood, and then I come back and fire it up, and I do that just so I can eat just enough to survive. And it's a little ridiculous to be just chasing your tail like that. I mean, granted, I did spend half the day trying to find berries, but at least I'm not burning wood while I'm doing that. So I'll have these. I'm going to eat them, whatever. I've got a couple of them here that are already plucked, so I might as well, throw that together. Okay, so I've framed out my fireplace. Yeah, I know I'm wasting a lot of time. But I framed out my fireplace here so that I don't run right into it and burn myself when I've got it running. I've got my torch going over here, and a couple other spots to stick tools over this way. Stack of firewood, which I might actually move closer here just to give me some spot to move around. Okay, so I've got my, like I said, I got my fireplace, and now I got my stack of wood over here. Bed, tools, and I'll replace this grass with more of this stone. Then I'm gonna grab that once in a while from the ruins and keep putting out stone. And I can always expand this. I plan on expanding it, obviously. I just got this tiny little house right now. So with that said, let's make some clay. Start clay forming, and I think to get those crops running, we need a watering can, right? All right, now I've finished it, and I believe you just smack it to get it. How do you pick it up? Yeah, okay. So now I've got it in my inventory, and I can go ahead and stick it in the pit out there. I don't hear any noises out there, but I'm pretty paranoid about going out the door in the dark right now. So we're just going to go ahead and... Now I think this is a small item, looks like it. So I think I can fire this and like 3 other small items at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and do some more stuff here. Now I know the storage, the storage vessel, those are big. So you can't fit a storage vessel. You can only do 1 storage vessel at a time, is the thing. So we got bowls, planter. I don't really know what of these things are best to do at the same time. I don't know, I haven't really done enough research. So I'm guessing molds are important to have, but I don't know. Do those take up more than 1 space? Are they just are they a smaller one? I wish they'd tell us what was small and what was large. What else we got here? Oh, smelting ores. Now those got to be smaller because it's giving me an option to do 4 at a time. So I'm guessing those are smaller. Smelt ores on the fire pit. I think that's going to be kind of getting important. So, I see. So doing 4 of these at once definitely makes sense. All right, so now I got 4 of those raw crucibles, and now it is going to be important that I have a mold for that. And I think what's probably going to be important is getting that pick going. So, and there we go. Now we've got a mold. What is I don't know what key they're trying to tell me to use there to pick up. It's not just right. I'm supposed to do something else. There seems to be a key missing there. So I just break them and then pick them up. There we go. Now I've got a few things that I can fire. I'm pretty sure this takes up a whole space. Like a whole pit to itself. So once morning comes around, are we almost to morning already? It looks like we're getting there. Darkish looking. What the heck is this? Oh, he's alive. It doesn't look like he's aggressive, but I think if I hit him, he's going to become aggressive. So I'm not going to mess with that boar right now. I'm just going to come over here and I don't remember how to start. Do I just put these in here? Is that how you... Oh, that is going to take up a whole space by itself, huh? So the help file in here is actually really useful. We're going to come down to... All right, we're going to go to Pottery and Pit Kiln so I can remember how to do this here. Place clay products in a 1x1x1 hole, then place dry grass, sticks, and firewood. Peat and coal can also be used instead of firewood. Okay, so... We've got some coal, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to use that. So let's get a watering can going here. Place a watering can. And I'm starving again already? Holy crap. Well, I do have those roots. As long as I have them, I'm going to use them. Well, we're going to have to go out looking for food again already. Okay. So, let's see here. I'm going to need that dry grass. I'm going to need the sticks, and I've got the coal. I should be able to just... Okay. How much of that do we do? And now we want sticks. So it's kind of telling me what I need. All right. And then and that's it. And then we light it up. So grab the torch. I'm going to place this torch instead. And then I can... How do you light a torch with a torch? Just ignite? Or do I have to... I'm guessing I have to put that in my tool slot here, huh? Yeah, there we go. Right? It doesn't seem to be working that much faster than using a fire starter. All right, but I'm going to come in here and we're going to light this sucker up. All right. So now that's going to burn for a while, and when it's done, we'll have a watering can. So I think I'm going to utilize the fact that I've got, I've started already on the gravel here by go ahead and dig another hole. Try to get rid of the grass. If grass starts on fire, does it spread? I mean, that's kind of what I was afraid of with putting this gravel around here, is to try to kind of keep the grass from starting on fire and spreading to other places. So I don't have enough gravel to finish that out. But you know what? I'm going to get this started and go from there. So I should be able to do all 4 of these, right? Yep. And grass and sticks. And then coal. And then we should be able to light that sucker up. Is there a way for me to use my offhand instead of switching that to my toolbar? I do not know. Did I just get burned or something? I'm guessing I got burned or something. So we're going to go ahead and fill in our gravel on this side. And then I'm going to come over here and we're going to do on here. Try not to get burned, whatever. The range for which you can pick up a block in here is pretty small. You almost got to be like right on top of it. Okay, now I've got a 3rd pit, and I'm going to go ahead and drop in that mold. Oh, I need more sticks. Okay, so now I've got all 3 pits going. So that should give me some crucibles, which I think I can use to melt the copper. It's going to give me a mold for a pick, and it's going to give me that watering can so I can start watering these crops and get them going better. It's like he's my pet now. He's just hanging around. Is he going to eat my crops once they're grown up? Is he going to eat my crops before they're grown up? I'm curious. He's heading towards my crops. I'm just gonna... Hey, what the hell? Just standing there, bud. Guess they get kind of grumpy, huh? Still after me? No? All right, I don't know where he went at the moment, but I'm guessing he's just gonna keep... Oh. Sweet. No, don't mind if I do. Oop. And, rawhide and... fat. All right, all good things, I'm guessing. So he's gonna burn up, and I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of bones. Okay, now I'm gonna need that fire going here. All right, now we're cooking, and it looks like there's some kind of cool thing going on here with meat over fire. That's being blocked by my safety block here. So I'll just carve out my safety block and risk being set on fire. Oh, that's cool. What I need is like a partial block in here to keep me from going in there and not... What do we got going on here? There's some food. So I'm assuming cooked red meat is better than just eating like berries and stuff. Oh yeah, get a big jump out of that. Okay, so my accidental boar burning seems to have done a great job of feeding me at the moment. And hopefully once I water these, they'll grow a lot fast. I mean, do they grow fast once they're watered? Does that make a big difference? I hope so. I hope I can get a reasonably regular supply of food. Okay, so I put together a pan, and because while I'm waiting for that stuff, I figured I'd try to see if I can get some auras going. Now, I think can I just grab the stuff off the bottom now? I know you gotta scoop up gravel in this thing, or sand, or yeah, there it goes. I got some sand in there. Probably looks easier if I move it closer. And then I just stand in the water and see what I get. In that case, I got a copper out of that. Okay. Are some gravels and sands or whatever, are they better than others? What do we got here? Shale stone. Well, not all that useful. It's kind of relaxing, other than the fact that, you know, I'm gradually starving to death, which is always the... always kind of like hanging over your head in this game, which is fine. It's part of the game. I get it. All right. Found a flint arrowhead. That's interesting. I don't have a bow, but it's interesting that I found something different. There's some more copper. Okay, so I ended up with 2 arrowheads and 3 copper. I don't know how much copper adds up to what, so we're going to find out how useful a find that little bit of copper was. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in here. I'm going to throw it on these arrowheads as well. Do I have to put those in a separate spot? Can I not set them on the ground? Some things you can't just set on the ground. Looks like I can't with those. And I am starving again already, which kind of sucks. But what you gonna do? Figured maybe I'll try throwing a rock at a rabbit. At least I'm feeling a little better knowing that I have my waypoint set to this area. Where did that rabbit go? Is there a snare trap or something in this game? I hope there's some kind of trap. That would be the best. Doesn't seem to be any fishing, which I'm kind of disappointed in. There's fish. I like fishing as part of a, you know, survival situation. I can see the fish in the water. I know you can harvest the fish. You can beat them down and then. Oof! What was that? Is that a bear? Oh, for heaven's sake, that's a bear. I know I'm supposed to watch out for the area I was in, the land I was in, for make sure I'm not in bear country. And I didn't think I was in bear country. So, but that's definitely a bear. Although he might have chased, it looked like he was chasing a rabbit. I wonder if he chased that from a different area, if this is not normally his spawn location. I wonder if will they attack the door? Like if I provoke the bear and lead him over to my pit here. Oh, look at that. It's finished. Can I then burn the bear like I did with the boar? Very curious about that. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and water these crops and hopefully do so without getting myself into too much trouble. How do I do this here? Is it filling? I gotta get right in the water. I don't know. I don't know if I... Oh, there's that boar again. Hey, buddy. Come chase me over here by these fire pits. I need meat. Oh, that seems to be working. Sweet. Okay. I've watered my crops. We're gonna go inside, starve to death in peace, and hopefully that bear finds somewhere else to be. Oh, that's right. I don't have to starve to death yet. Although, I don't even know if it makes sense to eat this. Just because it's not like I'm gonna... No, get out of the bed. I don't even get out of bed. Instead of starving to death in bed. Is there a way to stop being in bed? I just accidentally laid in bed while trying to eat. Okay, I don't know what exactly happened there. Well, we've eaten, so we're not gonna keel over dead yet. Now it's a matter of figuring out how to... Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous here. I got a bunch of crap I don't need. So I open up my fire, right? And it's kind of a put this in here kind of thing. Oh, okay. And then I would drop my my ore into that, right? Now, I'm guessing I'm not going to have enough firewood as is. I'm going to have to chop some more firewood in a second here, but let's see how this works here. So I just put these in here, and okay, now it's heating, and I will be out of wood soon. So let's chop some more wood. Okay, so put the axe here, wood here, whatever. Let's get it all going. I'm not really sure how this works. Maybe I'm supposed to put the mold on the ground and then pour it into it. Let's see here. Okay, so put the mold on the ground. Okay, and then yeah, put the crucible in my hand, and then control. Wait, I need tongs or something, don't I? Is there tongs listed here? I really should have read up on this before I started putting everything together. Okay, so I got my cattails, and there's some rope. All right, now I just need some sticks. See if I can get this done before I die here. So I'm gonna need stick. Oh, not there. Stick, 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 and rope in the middle. Tongs. All right, now let's get back home. And so then we can die in our house like a civilized human being. And this may never get hot enough. Is what I'm gathering here. And throw our one piece of coal in there and see, will that get it hot enough? Burn temperature 1100. So I'm guessing after the wood goes down and that starts burning, that's what's going to be needed. The smelting temperature 1084. Okay, I'm getting this. I'm starting to get the hang of this here. So we're going to need coal to smelt the copper. Whether this is going to be enough coal, this one piece, to smelt enough copper for us to even get started here, I do not know. And whether I am going to miss the opportunity because I'm dead, I don't know that either. So, back after respawn. Okay, thankfully, my respawn point is set right here. So I died, I repopped. I am right here, and I'm at full health and half food. So now I can come back over here, and look at this. We got, is it melted now? Not yet, right? So we got to get to 1084, and we are almost there. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough to get us there. Can I, if I put sticks in here, we'll at least keep it from cooling down. I'm guessing not. There it goes, and it's not going to be enough, is it? Nope, I needed more than one copper. Oh, is it still building? Or it's hot enough for the moment? All right. Oh, so I need to do what? Grab this with this? Is it just too late? I grabbed a hot... Okay. There we go. Did that work? Nope. How do I do this? Okay, so apparently I gotta put this in my offhand slot, and then I can use it to pour 40 out of 100. And that's all of that for that. But I have got a start on pouring my mold here. So what I'm gonna need is more copper and more coal. So I'm getting the hang of this slowly but surely, and I would not call this going good or anything. Put my tongs there. I've got a bit of galana there, but I think panning is going to be my best route for getting copper, it looks like, unless you just find some laying around, and I have not. Other than I found some a little while back, but I don't know where that was. I didn't mark it down. I don't know if it respawns, so that doesn't really do me any good. And so I guess I'm gonna pan for copper, and I got the coal out of one of those cracked vessels. So I don't know where you're supposed to get coal. I think you can make charcoal, right? But I think that's a pretty big to-do, and maybe that's the only way to do it. Is that the only way to go about it? Is that the only reliable way? It's not like Minecraft here where you're just going to go and find it laying around, right? Copper spearhead, sweet. Now that's finally something useful. So can you make it out of bone or no? No, it has to be a wooden haft. And that's a copper spear. All right. Finally something useful. How about a pickaxe head? Okay, I think that's enough copper to finish my pickaxe. I could be wrong. I think I'm doing the math right. So now I'm just kind of, doing the hunt for food again. Or in case I see some ruins, maybe I can find a cracked urn with some coal in it. That would be nice. Although that seems like a pretty hit or miss way to find coal. So if anybody's got the better idea, other than what I'm about to do, which is, I guess, invest in the doing a charcoal pit. Okay, so I'm looking at how you construct a basic charcoal pit here. Looks like I'm going to have to be 2 down. Is that what I got to do? Yeah, okay. So if I'm going to do it in the ground like this, it's going to have to be like this. Right? And I just need more firewood. Okay, so I've got enough firewood now. I think, right? So I just stacked this up until I got a full stack of 32. Build a fire pit directly on top of the accessible stack of firewood. Okay. Oh, that's reeds. Where's my grass? There it is. Okay. You need more firewood then? That's what we gotta do. There. Now it's a fire. Okay. Now it's a charcoal pit. Cool. And now we gotta light it. I don't know if being in the rain is gonna make this harder. All right. So I'm going to start this up, and then we got 30 seconds to cover it. That's what they're saying. I'm guessing this is one of those things where it's going to be like impossible to light this up because it's raining right now, right? Oh, I got it. Okay. And then we're going to just, like that. Did that work? Did I do that right? Looks like it. All right, well, time to go die in peace, right? Okay, everybody, I'm going to call it for today, and when we come back next episode, hopefully we have some charcoal. We can use that to smelt the rest of that copper and complete our copper pickaxe. And hopefully that takes us on to actually being able to, speed along our progression here. And then hopefully we've got some crops come up soon. I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to take a lot more crops than this to actually satisfy our need to eat. But, I don't know. How much of a good start is this? Does this make sense? Is that sustainable? I don't know. Any help you guys want to give me is great. I love the comments I've had so far. It's really helping me get the hang of how to play this game. Yeah, so excited to hear what you have to say. And until next time, Benny out.